I want to hear from Keith Hosea, and then we're going to take a break.
What was really refreshing was to be able to talk to all of the employers and not have the impediment of being judged. That we were seen as human beings, as valuable human beings for the skills and the resources that we can provide, rather than having someone be completely impressed by what you could possibly offer, but then the felony is in the back of their head and they're like saying everything that's wonderful, but in their head they're like, no, I can't do it. And to take that impediment away so we could just have the real conversation is refreshing.
Now, I want to say something about Nicole. Those of you who are coming in, she was a lawyer before she went in. And so she practiced law for 6 years. She went in, she served a life sentence. And most of the women that go in, they go in because of a man who was abusive. And at some point, you know, they snap. And so I just want to, not just Nicole, but all of the women in here. They're part of a special bond. They're part of a special bond on the inside that we were able to connect with the reintegration, with the prison education project, and they are part of a special bond on the outside. We added something special to this group because for 2 years it was all male. But Taib will tell you that it's something about having the women, especially the older women, because they're maternal. Even the way they give hugs. There's something confident about the way they give hugs, right? So that's good. Let's Giovanni, I want to hear from you, and then I want to hear from Keith, and then I want to hear from Taib. Taib is the real MVP of what we have going on.
I just felt like we were really appreciated from everyone here, from the volunteers to the professors, to you, to all the helpers, and just everyone really appreciated that we were coming out here, and they also appreciated that we were actually trying to change our life, because look how small, in comparison to how many inmates there are in California, look how small this group is. This group should be 20 times as large, and that's what we strive for. So I feel like I appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys are so hardworking to help us out, and that I think we're all inspired.
So one of the things that I always ask people when I'm interviewing them, one of the first questions, is I ask them to describe themselves. And I want to share with you guys 2 ideas that you should take with you after this experience. The reason why I ask the question, tell me about yourself, is because I want to know if you know yourself. And that's the first thing that everybody should walk away with. You have to know yourself, right? When you sit down at the interview table and you're looking at someone and they want to find out, do you have the knowledge, skills, and abilities? As an HR professional, that's one of the things we're always looking for, KSAs, right? Knowledge, skills, and abilities. So we ask you, tell us about yourself. And what we're asking for is knowledge, skills, and abilities. But the truth is, for me, I look beyond that because I recognize that you're more than a set of knowledge, skills, and abilities. You're an individual, right? You were created by God to be a problem solver. I talked to you guys about that before. But the real question I have for you is, do you know yourself, right? Do you know what value that you bring to your world? Do you know what value you can bring to my organization and to my life if I link up with you and if I partner with you? Know yourself. Something else interesting is that Shakespeare said something. You know what Shakespeare said? He said, to thine own self be true, right? So number 1, you have to know yourself. And number 2, you have to be true to yourself. And you can't allow, just like the gentleman was speaking earlier, you can't allow any of these other things to define you, right? People can characterize you, but they can't define you. You define yourself, right? So live in the power and the strength of that identity, and be confident and comfortable, because I'm telling you, you guys are a powerful group of people. You guys are a powerful group of people. So number 1, begin to explore who you really are, right? Ask yourself, I am, I have, and I can. Can you answer those questions about yourself? Right? I am what? What are you? What type of internal characteristics and quality have been built in you over a long period of time? I have. What have the experiences that you've gone through contributed to your life and make you who you are today? And I can. What abilities have you developed that are unique and special to you and only you? I am, I have, and I can. So that's part of knowing yourself. And then once you know yourself, be true to yourself, right? Because you're a winner, right? You can do this, right? Matter of fact, look at your neighbor right now and say, you can do this. You can do this. You can do this, right? You can do this. I love the book by Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book called Outliers. And the whole book is about how there are always some people that stand out from the crowd and they defy the odds and they defy the conventions, right? he talks about black swans. Anybody ever seen a black swan? Most people, when they think of a swan, they automatically assume it's white. But there were some sailors one time that came across a small island, and lo and behold, they found swans, and the swans were not all white; they were black. And they said, "Man, these black swans are the most unique things in the world, right?" The truth is, each and every one of you have black swans inside of you, and you have to know yourself, pull that thing out, and share it with people so they'll hire you. And so every person I talk to today, Dr. Reese, I'd be willing to hire. I'll tell you the truth. I'm not making that up. I'm not messing around. I'm not, giving platitudes. Every person I spoke to today had something significant that they can contribute to my life and the organizations that I work with and the people I serve. So I believe in you guys, and I know you guys can do this. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. We're here to support you. You got nothing but love here, right? We're here to support you so you guys can make it. And so remember those two things. Know yourself, and then once you discover who you are, be true to yourself. You can do this.
I'm going to have Ty talk during the hour debriefing as a group. But before we break, I'm going to let you take a 10-minute break, and then we're going to come back